What's up, everybody? So another one of these cultish members of the vegan subset made a wonderfully delicious and highly intelligent comment on one of the videos that I made, and let's try it again. This is fun for me at this point because it's just proving a point of the types of people that attach themselves to religious ideals. Let me explain again, once again, what veganism means and why I'm gonna do this for the third time. This is why I don't know how many videos if I should just stop doing this, because the amount of brain dead idiots, like fucking idiots, that comment. I have to go. Oh, are they real? Are they? Is it a computer program, or is it actually a person, a living person, on the side of the other side of the keyboard? Is it? Do they understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna say it again. Yes, veganism. Vegans tend to have a healthier diet. They tend to eat food, but let's look at, when I say food, real food, living food. Foods with seeds in them, yeah, they tend to, but not all of them. What veganism is, and I'm going to explain it one more time, is for people that don't really, they're not conscious, they're not really aware. It's a religious notion. It's the reason that Christianity has so many subsets out of a book. So somebody wrote a book, and then they follow it, and there's this faction, this facsimile, and this idea of what it means. And veganism is no different. It's an umbrella term for people that think they're doing something awesome. I have nothing against people that have a vegan diet. And I don't give a fuck what you eat. Eat shit and die. I don't care. My videos are teaching people about health. The strict notion of veganism, A, is an unhealthy mindset, and B, if you're eating vegan, meaning if a box has a fucking label on it that says vegan, that people that are vegan will eat it. Let's put a stamp on it. But they don't know what's inside. Why? Because people that eat... I in my life have met a very small number of people that claim veganism. Like, it's pretty small. But the people that actually will come out and say they are vegan, they end up almost always being shallow-minded dipshits. Pretty much every time. Because what it does is it allows people to bypass the information gathering phase. Meaning, I don't need to know what's in there because I'm attached to what vegan means. Put vegan on the box and I'm happy with it. This is what they do. So, if someone... most people wouldn't even know my diet. They wouldn't know what I do, and then they meet me in public because I'm not out there like preaching anything. People kind of get the sense that I eat vegetables and fruits and I have to actually kind of explain to people what it consists of, because it changes from time to time and where I'm at. But I will never veganism, once again, it's a new thing. Vegetarianism is not. I eat vegetables most of my life. I tend towards living raw foods, but I know some need to be cooked. Veganism does not mean that all you're eating is living food. Veganism does not mean you're eating just living food. Veganism does not mean, I'll try it a third time, does not mean in any way, shape, or form that you are just eating living food that has a seed to it. It doesn't mean you're eating fruits and vegetables. Veganism means you're eating something that did no harm to other animals, and that you can eat things that are labeled as such, that was grown in a laboratory, that creates no seed. What are these? See, and so when people comment that like good-hearted, good-minded people that are just so bereft of uh, of information that watched one fucking video and like, I'm a fucking vegan now. Good for you. It's so funny. It's so funny. It because anybody to know everything that I put out, it's how is anybody missing what I'm saying? I've had to do this multiple people in person and in these videos of people like, did you not hear everything I said? I'll try one more time to explain what the vegan cult is. Just call yourself a vegetarian and stop it. Eat the food with the. Vegan doesn't mean you're eating from the tree. Vegan means you're eating anything that doesn't cause harm to animals. And if you're real true about that, you know what you'd be eating? Just about fucking nothing. You'd get off the computer. You'd stop driving your car. You wouldn't even drive. You wouldn't even ride a bicycle because you would know what went into getting the rubber for the bikes on your, on your wheels of your bicycle, and then you understand where the metal came from, and then look into the cultures that it's destroying, and you'd be and you wouldn't eat anything. You wouldn't ride anything. You wouldn't be on a computer. You wouldn't no, this computer. You wouldn't do any of this shit. But to have time and time and it's funny because like, this is only like fuel just for me to have something to say because I find it hilarious. I find it silly. I find the the illness of people to be like I'm so like you know how people are like so concerned I'll pray for you. I feel the same way. I have that feeling. I understand why people are vegans and I understand why people are Christians because they really do care. But the way they care is instructed by a book. Somebody wrote a book. Like veganism has a Bible. There's a Bible to veganism. This is a new thing. So I had the audacity to tell me they lived in India, so they know all about veganism. No, you don't know shit about veganism if you lived in India in that culture. You know about vegetarianism, and you know the respect for the mother cow, and you know their history of why the cow represents what it does. You understand what milk is. You understand who Moloch is. You understand who Martin Luther King is. You understand their connection to the earth, their connection to animals, their connection to the food they eat. It's vegetarian. It's not vegan. People that are meat eaters are more connected to their food than, and this isn't all of them, but people that are meat eaters that go and get their food themselves are way more connected and more a part of my people, if there are a people, if there are a living breed of souls out there, people that go out and hunt and gather, those people are much closer related to the mindset and the philosophy of being connected to the ecosystem than people that go, I'm a fucking vegan. Don't eat that. You don't care about shit. And you don't even. Jesus fucking Christ. But and so I do thank the few people that have the capacity to listen to these videos, but then have the audacity to comment something stupid, because it seems to me that they didn't listen to everything I said. They were too busy being obstructed by their Archon overlord, the vegan. I don't know who are they. Was it George Clooney told you to go do it? Like you're a bunch of silly shits is what it is, and it doesn't bother me. Like it's funny because when someone tries to teach and someone tries to explain something that if it goes in the face of some sort of identity that someone holds on to, if I said I didn't like your name because your name means your name's Jack, and Jack is like Jack and Jill, and Jack is the playing card, and has something to do with the devil, and it's a blah blah. And if I explain someone the name that they were labeled with, if I explained to them where that came from, and they got mad at me, it'd be interesting because like, no, you as a person, I like you as a person, but I'm just telling you the label that you go by, that you were given and granted, doesn't actually suit you, and here's what it means, and maybe. I don't know. I don't see you that way, and this is the same thing with veganism. I don't. It doesn't bother me that someone's a vegan, but for you, for your own mental health, for your spiritual, physical well-being, maybe you should consider what all of the concept of being a vegan means, because it's sold to you, it's boxed and packaged by corporate America. No, I'm not putting this against meat eating and saying that one is healthier than the other, but what I am suggesting is that it does have a flag. It does have a lot of things in it that don't. It's part of the scientism cult, and anyone that doesn't know this, it's a grand social experiment from people that work in laboratories to see what, and marketing agencies to see what they can get you dumbasses to eat. That's the truth. Imagine, what if I told you that I was part of those marketing agencies? What if I told you I was part of those, one of those scientists? What if you don't know what I do? You don't know that I don't have a 9 to 5 job, making $500,000 a year to spread propaganda to you. You don't know that, and you don't know that I don't work for one of these. Maybe I work for one of these vegan companies, and the reason that I know this is because I work there, so I'm sharing it with you. As like, I'm one of the. I went into the I'm the devil's advocate, or I walked into the enemy's territory, and now I'm unveiling the secrets of the vegan movement. You don't know. I mean, I'm not. Who cares though? It's still what I'm saying is what I'm taught. That's the truth. Doesn't matter if you believe it or not. You don't need to believe or stand in line with what I say, because you're probably already standing in line with the vegan movement. It and see, when I say that, people get so just they just lose their fucking mind and forget the entire thing. They if they have even listened to my other videos, the people that haven't, well, then I give them a little bit of a pass. But the people that I have, like, I'm suggesting to people to be healthy by ingesting A, clean water, B, probably your urine, fruits and vegetables. That's about it. And go have some beer. Go drink some wine. I don't know. Go smoke some weed. If that's what you like, go do it. These are things that are healthy. And I'm suggesting these things. But then somebody goes, "What do you mean? I'm a vegan? How dare you say something wrong?" I see, now I gotta use some, I don't know, I'm just doing voices lately because I find them funny. Like, they think, they just get caught on something and say, like, well, what the fuck are you talking about? I've said nothing about killing animals. I've said nothing about being unhealthy. But I'm just suggesting that the vegan cult and the vegan movement is completely propagated by a source that isn't about your well-being. The reason I'm saying this is because I'm not making any money off of you. I'm not selling you a vegan fucking diet. So I have the ability to say these things. I have the ability to speak the truth because my income isn't based upon the fact that I might come out here and lie to you. It's like people selling this Kangen fucking water. Oh, go drink the high fucking alkaline water. Here, it's $3,000. Are you serious? You know how much my water is? It's free. It's just like the earth made it, distilled. And then whenever I go, and if I do any process to my water, I have a distiller. It's 150 bucks. Got these gallons of distilled water. No, buy this $3,000 unit that will do all this crazy things and it'll alkalize everything. It's just as ridiculous. People are shitting me with this. Eat what you want, label yourself however you want, but in the end, we're all human and we all want to be healthy. And I'm just stating the obvious, which is veganism and the whole entire, whatever it is you guys want to call yourselves. And it's so funny because it's like, who was it? Krishnamurti that said this too? I like your Jesus, but I hate your Christians. I like the vegetarian diet. I like all the foods out there, but I'm gonna label it and call people are gonna call themselves a single word vegan and then try to convince me that I don't know what that word means. Jesus, it's idiotic and it's tiring. listening to a bunch of like literally like I feel like I'm talking to a bunch of 4-year-olds. I don't, like, argue with you people. I mean, it inspires me to make these videos so more people can see a little bit of the fire that blows out the palm of my hand. And then everything else I say, if you don't even know about like magic and like well, the kind of oh, I got a Reiki symbol on my hand. I throw energy into people and heal people. I help them to heal themselves. Oh, but he's not a vegan. Ugh. He's like, I walk around and walk amongst Christians that are pissed that I don't believe in Christ, but I am the risen Christ because I speak the real shit. Because they don't know who Jesus is or what that means. It's the same thing. It's so funny. But hopefully this does distill a little bit of knowledge, information, and wisdom to people. A lot of times I really consider just turning off the comments because I don't want to hear the whiny bratty bullshit. It's like kind of why people take their children and put them in a room and close the door. It's the same. I feel that way sometimes. I see why. Like I feel like a parent whenever people just say stupid shit. It's here's another great teacher. I think it was a Sadhguru said this. Sadhguru. You should go check him out. He's pretty big. Very enlightened soul. He says, what you learn is you don't coddle the crying baby because it'll teach them to cry to get what they want. And it's like, I've met people in my life that have cried at me, and I see how I see the psychology of it on in these videos when people respond in a way without fully engaging and listening to what the talk is about. See, this is nice because it's one way. It's a one-way directionally thing. It's I speak and you listen, but then you have people have like they can just do little comments like, if you know so much, I suggest highly go make your own videos. See who follows the shit that you have to say. If what you say about veganism is great, you get all your followers and get your cult and do whatever you got to do, and that's great. But if what you're saying is bullshit, well, I mean I don't know. Is that an outlet for you? Kind of people that have the audacity, like it's like people that come to channels and then want to like just talk shit like little trolls. Like why? Well, why waste the energy? Like, if anything, I mean I do appreciate it because it inspires me to make these things. But at the same time, like, what? Go make your own video. Tell me about your knowledge. Tell me what you've ingested for the past 18 years. Tell me about your 40-day fast. Tell me about drinking your piss. Tell me about all of the wonderful relationships you've made. Tell me about the weirdness that you've experienced. Tell me about getting out of body. Tell me about everything that you've done and what you've come to know as the truth and why it's true. Tell me about the research you've done. Tell me about the hours you've spent. Tell me about these things. I'm curious for everyone. I really am. I like to hear good stories, and if it rings true, if it feels correct, the reason people have some sort of like they listen to what I say is because what I'm saying it speaks volumes, just in the tone of my voice. This doesn't make me a lot of money. This isn't the source of my life or my spirit. That's just something I do. But I do it because it's truthful, because it's artistic, because I like the sound of my own voice, and other people like it too. And I do create magic, and I throw flame out the palm of my hand and out out my pineal gland. I throw flame. So throw flame. Don't just comment some nonsense shit about veganism. Find your flame. I have flame. Go if you want to. Go ahead. Fuel my fire. Make me a stronger warrior. I feed off of your ignorances. Yeah. I guess it's just that kind of day. I've made like I don't know, 6 videos today. I've been inspired today. Been inspired by Idiocracy. Great movie. You should all check it out. We'll talk soon. Peace.